discrimination. In Sri Lanka, in particular, the government says it protects the rights of persons who are physically disabled. Yet, students and teachers argue more needs to be done to assure access to education. Rasooldeen from News First in Sri Lanka has more.
A gloomy Tuesday morning, 17-year-old Rajiv Kumar starts his day with his usual routine. His routine commences at the vocational training center at this school for the physically handicapped, 37 kilometers from the capital, Colombo. Today, Rajiv is engaged in stitching. Officials of this school told me that the disabled children who are housed here do their own stitching with the material provided for them by the government.
I find it difficult to use my hands and feet. I'm studying in this school because I am disabled.
Rajiv told me that he would love to go to a school in Colombo, but most of those schools are not built with the services or facilities for students who are physically challenged.
It is very easy for us to move about in this school. In other schools, we find it difficult to move about because of the stairs.
The World Health Organization points out that there is a great need to address the rights of the disabled in developing nations where the majority of an estimated 650 million people with disabilities reside. According to the statistics released by the WHO in Sri Lanka, the number of those disabled stands at over 270,000. A great deal of work is needed to address concerns ranging from accessibility and education to self-employment and self-supporting employment and beyond. However, the Social Services Ministry says that every effort has been taken by the government to ensure that the rights of the disabled are protected by the government's decision to grant access to disabled individuals at state institutions. However, individuals helping disabled people in Sri Lanka say that more needs to be done.
Despite the government saying that access will be granted to disabled individuals, this has not materialized as we expected it to. Some families have difficulties in sending their children to schools such as these. But if access for persons with disabilities is granted in other schools in rural areas, they too can have education just like others.
After completing the morning session, Rajiv hands over the material he had and gets a pat on the back for a job well done. Rajiv rushes out of the center to play a game of cricket and is among the many physically challenged persons housed at this school in Thiharaiya who love the game.
Disability does not stop us from doing what others do. We too can do everything.
Everyone has dreams. Before leaving Rajiv, I asked him what his are.
I love to teach English. That is my dream.
Disability is not inability. That is the motto Rajiv Kumar lives by. He says that if the government can provide them with access, they too can lead a normal life. Rasooldeen, News First, Sri Lanka, for CNN World View. When I did this story, I realized the difficulty that an individual with disabilities goes through in order to make their dreams come true. The lack of facilities in schools and buildings to help people with disabilities to move about freely and independently has turned out to be one of the major concerns in the country. This is a top priority as far as the Social Service Ministry in Sri Lanka is concerned as well. Until efforts are taken for individuals like Rajiv, it's just another dream.
Learning disabilities can leave a child behind in the classroom. Uruguay is addressing this problem by providing special needs students with one-on-one tutoring to help